Hello and welcome to Deck Techs with LadyLavinias. In this one, we were going to be focusing on Jaden's math problem. It is a math-centric deck. Hopefully you like math. It revolves around multiplication of damage. So things like Fire Emancipation that says if a source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals triple that damage to that permanent or player instead. So that's triple damage. Obosh also doubles anything that's an odd converted mana cost, and Calamity Bearer doubles anything that's a giant source. So between all of those, there's a lot of multiplication on the battlefield. What the deck wants to do is we want to get a bunch of lands out, and a bunch of ramp sources to get to our Genesis Ultimatum to cheat a bunch of things into play, so that we can have very explosive multiplying turns. So let's see how the deck functions in real time, and we'll get started. So again, in your opening hand, you want something that is maybe a Mana Dork or two, maybe a Cultivate. You want to try to avoid anything that's a really high mana costed, but you do want your Genesis Ultimatum, so that's a good one to have. However, this hand does not have any ways of ramping into things. It does have a Bone Crusher to deal with things. It's not terrible, and it does have a decent amount of fixing with the Mythos of a Luna, so I can deal with copying things if need be. So I'm going to keep it and hope for the best here on our next couple of draws. Hopefully we don't draw into anything very large, like any Fire Emancipation. It is a Soul Warden, so a little worrisome, but that's okay because we do have our Bone Crusher. So we're going to probably wait for them to play something else, and then we will Bone Crush it. Alright. We will do this for the Soul Warden. I can handle the Pridemate. Alright, so we, again, didn't want to draw the Fire Emancipation, but that's okay. We'll shock this in to get our Bone Crusher onto the battlefield. Nice little blocker for the Pridemate early. Okay. So no counters yet, which is nice for us. What I think I might do is Mythos this to get another Conclave. I might need to. I take 2 from that, unfortunately, but that's okay, because we can take out the Mentor. It does mean the Pridemate goes up 1 tick, but that's okay. And we will attack with our Giant. I suppose I also could have gotten a Conclave Mentor so they could have immediately traded, but I think having this is actually still better for us. Alright, I'm going to attack with this Giant. And then I'm going to untap it. Then I have both back. Now I'm at 5. I'm a little slow. Oh, there's a Coco. Okay. So that's double collective Conclave Mentors. Unfortunately, that does trigger, so that gets to double the double counters. A lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm at 6 currently. Or if I do this, which doesn't sound too bad. Obosh is also fine at 5. I don't want to take too much damage, so I think I'm actually going to go Obosh here. And we're gonna wait. Because these now hit for 8. So I'm able to deal with at least the Pride Mate for now. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I have 6 with this. So I think I have to do this. And then Fiery Emancipation. And we're just gonna wait. We have so many multipliers, so we have... Right now it is ×3 and then ×2 for that. Okay, so we actually have lethal. How much damage is this? So it is an odd thing, so it's 4 times 2, 8 times 3, 24. Bye-bye. So again, we weren't able to get our Fire Genesis Ultimatum, but with one tiny Slaying Fire, we were able to do enough damage just directly to face. So that's exactly what the deck wants to do. It wants to get those multiplications out. I had to do it manually, so not the best to manually play my Fiery Emancipation, but you see how it's supposed to work, even if it takes a lot of time to set up. Alright, so we will continue on, and do a lot more multiplications. Alright, so this hand isn't great. It does, again, have the Genesis Ultimatums, and the Kiora. I'm a little greedy, so I will say okay. Hopefully we find something more. Kiora thankfully has 7 loyalty, so she will be able to at least take some damage or distract the opponent for a little while. So I'm kind of gonna count on that. The Calamity Bear is a very good pickup for the Kiora to actually get into. I just need a lot of lands now, and then I should be okay. So it is a Lovestruck Beast. So it looks like it's Gruul, which is okay. Now we have the Bone Crusher, which is pretty nice. I will still play out the Kiora. Because what we want to do is we want them to play the Lovestruck Beast, and then we can always Bone Crush this away after that. If we can get a land... Okay. Yora's hit. Nice, so if we get a land, then we can actually pay for this. See, we have 5 total, so I can actually play it as well. We're gonna do this first. It is a little worrisome if this dies, but it's okay. It does get us to draw a card, which is relevant. Hopefully they don't have another just Lovestruck Beast to play as 1. We might have to just put this back. So 2, it is basically a free card, essentially. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we need 1 more, and then we can get into our ultimatum again. Ooh, Scavenger Goose. Okay, neither of those turn on the Lovestruck Beast, thankfully, so we can just chill for a turn. Which is extra nice. I can actually play out my Paradise Druid and also play my Calamity Bearer. So this means that the giant now hits for 8. So I'm actually just gonna wait, like, so next turn we do get our Genesis Ultimatum out, so I'm going to just hold back for now, so that the Kiora can live a turn. Okay. This looks like a... It's only one, so it can't be an Embercleave. So we'll just do this. I'm okay with throwing the Bone Crusher out. Giant Growth. That's fine, because they do trade. Because of the Calamity Bearer. Okay, so I should be able to get the Kiora out so I can get the Genesis Ultimatum this coming turn. They're going to Scavenge Ooze, that's fine with me. Oh, we would have gotten there anyway. Alright, well, there's that. So let's get our Genesis going. So that's a couple multiplications. How much does this Calamity Bearer hit for? Now it is an even, so the Obosh unfortunately does not actually trigger and multiply that. So it's just 3 Calamity Bearers that you have to do the multiplication for. 24. Alright, so... that'll be about my turn. I don't really need to untap anything from the Kiora. Because it was 3 times 2 times 2. So they might have double Bone Crusher? Wow. Alright, well, they crushed it. It wasn't the best ultimatum, unfortunately. But it will do the job. Alright, so we're gonna cultivate just to thin out our deck a little bit. Doesn't actually matter what we get. And, then we'll pass. A bit dull of an ultimatum. We didn't get any of our fiery emancipations, we just got a ton of land. How many Calamity Bearers can we get? Is that all our whole playset? Yeah, so that's all 4 of our bearers that we have. Unfortunately, they are 3s, so they do not draw cards, but that's okay. So they have to block this, so we'll just attack with everything. It's still a trade. That is not the option. Unfortunately, it was multiplied twice there because of the other Calamity Bearer, so that was not the choice from opponent, but that's okay. There is a lot of math involved, so I don't blame them for getting a little confused there. Alright, well, so you're getting the idea of the deck. A lot of math. But it is a lot fun, and I do like the sub-theme of giants. It's not the best. Again, it doesn't trigger. It's kind of a non-bow with the Kiora. hitting the 3/4s. But Kiora is still a decent card because it does draw for most of the other pieces of our deck. And does get us card draw as well as a little bit of ramp, so that's what we really need. It's just a little bit awkward. Alright, so hand is fine. We have not only the Paradise Druid, but we do also have our Cavalier of Thorns. And our Cavalier of Thorns is a 5/6. It does trigger off the Kiora, as well as gets us our lands onto the battlefield, and then just get us our ultimatums back to the top once they're done, which is extra nice. It is a really nice piece in this deck that I've gotten used to. So with the pickup of the Stomping Ground, we will be able to play the Cavalier without any issues. So I think at this point, since we gotta do that, I'm actually gonna get the Calamity Bear out first, just to say, hey, here's a threat, you should focus on this and totally ignore everything else. Mirror March is always a fun card. It's really great, especially when you can get a bunch of Calamity Bearers out because they are non-legendaries, so they will flip and basically do a lot of damage if they're multiplied. Okay. So I'm actually going to get the Cavalier out first. Wow, interesting group. Okay, so obviously we want fixing. So we would have drawn a lot of lands. This is going to actually do 6 damage to them because that's what it still counts itself as a giant. We would have drawn a lot of lands, so I'm really happy with that. Okay, so they destroyed all, which is fine because I want to get... what should I... let's get the Calamity Bear back because we actually get the Paradise, the Mirror March next turn. And I'm hoping they don't have removal for enchantments like a Mortify. So we're just gonna have some fun first. I think it's not the most optimal play, but it's the fun play. Because if they don't have it, I also can just do Quake Bearer, but the Calamity Bearer having the chance of getting Mirror March sounds really fun. So hopefully they don't have a Mortify and we can have some fun with this. Alright, Chromatic. So that's a no on that. So fingers crossed that we have some fun. Oh, there's also a Fiery Emancipation. This doesn't work, but I'm gonna have some fun here, right? Alright, let's see. Mirror March. That's a no. So sad. That's okay. Aww. It would have been fun. No! My poor Mirror March! Alright, well... sometimes that's just how it goes. We gained 4 life. Oh my goodness, we get another one anyway! I feel like I need to play this. I feel like I have to. I know it's probably gonna die, but it's just too much fun not to. Aw, Ugin! That's no fun. Oh, it's the other Ugin. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna take a gamble here. Here's our gamble. We won the gamble! Nice. Good game. Alright, not multiply, not what we wanted, but still pretty fun. There's no multiplication there, there's only death. So not optimal, not really what the deck wants to do, but really fun. Especially seeing a very heavy control Esper player on the other side, I don't feel too bad. I think that's fine. It was the Quakening. Oh man, that's pretty good. All right, well, let's continue on to another game. Mirror March giveth and taketh. Alright, so I would love this hand. Unfortunately, we only have one land. Not good enough. Even though it does have double Paradise Druid, so we will have to mulligan that. This hand is okay. It does have a fiery. I'll probably put that back, keep the Mythos and the Calamity Bearer, something that we can get into. I think this is probably what we'll have to do. Even though we can probably ramp up to Fiery Emancipation to manually do it. I think it's way more fun to get it off of the Ultimatum. And the Mythos of Aluna, so you have two options with the Mythos. The reason that it's in here is that you can copy your Fiery Emancipation that costs so much, and so that instead of doing triple, you do, I don't know what 6 times the word is. Sextuple? Think. But so that's the reason for the Mythos, or to deal with early threats that you don't have any removal in hand for. So it is just a nice option just to be able to copy either like Calamity Bearer, some of the things that you need, some of the threats, maybe even a Terror of the Peaks. It looks like opponent is unfortunately not here, but that's okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna concede this one and we're gonna continue on to our next game. Sometimes people queue up and have some connection issues, but that's okay. Oh, and you're right, it's not 6 times, it's 9 times, because it's 3 times 3 is 9. I can do basic math, I think. I don't know. I'm not very good with math. There's a reason we have a no math emote on my Twitch, is that I don't like to do it. I like to go sideways. And this min with multiplication makes it way harder to keep track of. Alright, so isn't the worst hand. We do have double Paradise Druid and a Kiora that can get us up into that Mirror March if we need to. Again, I don't really want to play the Mirror March straight out for 6, but it is not the worst option. Okay, so this looks like a tough deck to face. It looks probably going to be a Johnny Pridemate things, where it's really, really quick in white. Hollow Priest, same thing. A Johnny Pridemate, essentially. So we're gonna go Paradise Druid. It's going to take... They're going to ramp pretty quickly, so, okay, so we take the damage for now. I might need to distract them with the Kiora here. We unfortunately didn't draw another land for 3 turns. Because what I would have liked to do is to draw land, play Kiora, untap it, play Paradise Druid. That's what I wanted to do. Alright, let's distract them a little bit. If we don't draw a land next turn, I think we're probably dead. Ooh, and a Lurrus. Okay. Trigger, trigger. Oh, they're just going face. Both are fine for now. Alright, let's see if we get this land. Oh, it's a tapped land. So the tapped land is not great because, again, it is tapped. However, I can untap it. It's just a little bit late on this priest at this point. Let's see, so here's my options. 1, 2, 3, 4. think I will have to untap this and go Mythos to stop the Lurrus to gain some life from that too. I know it hurts me, but I think that's our only real option here. Just to fight their Lurrus. Yeah, it gives me life too. It does hurt from this. Let's see if they choose to only attack with the Orator here. And I take 6. Okay, cool, because that keeps Kiora alive for one more turn. Not what we want to see. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I can do 5 technically for Obosh. If I do that, this dies. I think I go Paradise Druid. I guess I could have attacked, but then I couldn't have done this. Oh, okay, so there's also the Crawling Barrens to think about. So I only have 3 lands. Oh, that's okay. That's probably death. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to get an untapped source, and the Kiora needs to live. I don't get. I can do this. Go to 1. Alright, the only way to live currently is if I do this. Kill the Kiora, unfortunately. But lets me play the Obosh. And then I can block, but I'm pretty dead after that. They can go block, block, but then I only have 4 mana to work with. Oh, and they have the Crawling Barrens. Oh, I'm dead. Alright, good game. I forgot about the Barrens. Yeah, I think either way, it was just mana screw. But that's okay. Let's move on to our next game. Hopefully, we have good lands. If we had a few lands that last game, I think we were able to stabilize. This is fine. Okay, so let's try this time with the Paradise Druid. Even better. We can go Paradise Druid and to Cultivate. Idle. I do this. I only have 2. Alright. I don't think they're gonna have anything, so I'll just play my Druid, attack with it, it's fine. Yeah, it's an artifact deck, so we're gonna have to go a little quickly. Stone Coil. I do this. Attack with that, get 2 back. Or I get 1 back, so I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Not enough. Alright, this way they can't gain life. So we're gonna do that. Because this deck is notorious for gaining life. You cannot gain life. You cannot gain life. I need you to not gain life. Alright, so if I do this 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Cool. Okay. So now this is going to, because it's odd, so it'll actually be hit for 4. And there's an Ugin. There goes everything. Okay. That's game. So I can kill the Ugin, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to die to the Paradox Engine, so I'm pretty dead. Goodbye, fun. No, I'm sad. Because Ugin is a thing. I love Ugin, but like, it does ruin fun. No fun allowed. I thought Teferi was the fun police. Ugin is, I guess their partner in crime. I just imagine Ugin and Teferi just going out on the town, just like shaking their heads. They're like in like their police cruiser as the fun police. And anyone that is having anyone playing Mirror March or anything, they're coming after you. Teferi Ugin. They're in the squad car together. They're coming for you. Alright, we're gonna mulligan this. Oh, I don't like this hand either. I can at least foretell the Quake Bearer, maybe. I'm gonna try. This hand is also super rough. They're probably gone down to 5. Lowered in. Okay. And we will foretell. Quake Bringer. Oh, it's not. Oh, it's an Alciot. Okay. I mean, it's the same type of thing. Not draw any lands. That's on me. That was probably a greedy keep from me. Okay. There he is, the fun police, the fun police, the fun police, the fun police. And Ugin is too. Alright. Let's try again. Hmm. It has some pieces, but I really just don't like it. He's not being kind. Alright, I'm gonna mulligan again. Sure, throw out Fiery and the Mythos. We can keep Slaying Fire and the Bone Crusher for removal. And yeah, let's go with that. Refill operation. Okay, I was so scared it was gonna be in one more. Alright, so we're gonna pass our turn. Keep our Bone Crusher up. Alright. So I probably do need to Bone Crusher here to deal with that. I would like to get the cure out sooner, but at this point, I think this is probably more important. I might actually need to Mythos the Gideon. Got it. So we're going to attack the Gideon, obviously. Oh, I guess, oops, has Vigilance. I could have given it lifelink. Oops. Oops. Oh well. Raise the alarms. Alright, so this Gideon is probably dead. Has 2 loyalty, so 4, 5. So it needs at least that and then have 1 for protection. I can at least kill this now. Okay, so they're just gonna trade. That's fine. That was my bad, though, because we could have gained 4 life. I was wondering if they had another Raise the Alarms. Alright, we're still gonna kill the Gideon, though. Alright. So it took a while, but the Gideon is gone. Okay, so they take 2, and that's gone. That's good news. We're a little short, but we should be able to do that next turn. So we actually will get a Genesis Ultimatum unless they kill the Kiora. 6 are nice, they're just gonna go face and just ignore me entirely. I understand. Did I mess that up? Oh wait, no, we have 2 of this. I needed to tap this one instead. That's my bad. Proliferate. I will get to be able to at least draw a card off of this, but yeah, that is my bad. Because I have actually 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? I wouldn't have gotten it anyway because I do need it needs to be just by itself, and I do have to tap 3. So if I had 7, then I would have been able to. So yeah, I wasn't regardless because of the triple green. All right, well, didn't get to do exactly what the deck wanted to do, but that's okay. I'm going to try one more game for the memes here. And let's have some fun. I'll keep this only because we do go first. We can hopefully get our Cultivate out sooner. We might have to play that Fire Emancipation manually, but it's okay. Alright, so looks like Rakdos, which is interesting. Okay. That one's fine. I can handle that one. We want this. And we want this. Okay. Mayhem Devil. Alright, so if we just do, let's do this. So I can kill that if I wanted to. I can kill it a couple ways, actually, with the Slaying Fire. But I think for now, let's see, if I do this, I have 1, 2, 3. It's actually probably the play. Just kill this before I can do Rakdos sacrifice thingies. Mayhem Devil's probably too annoying. 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus I need triple red. Well, we're gonna get it from this. Oh. Okay, well they have them as well. Okay. Okay, so I need tap this. I untap it. Then I can do this. Nice! Oh, goodness, that's a nice one. Look at it, Fire Emancipation plus the Terror. Triple. All of these are triple, so 5, 10, 15 damage just from this. And this, so that'll be 30 to face. You could ritual. That's pretty good. It does have Death Touch, so that one little ping it does does matter. But unfortunately, that was already on the stack, so there's nothing you can do. That's still 30 damage. Yeah, that was a very good end to this wonderful deck tech. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was really sweet. We'll take one last look at the deck. But yeah, so it's just a lot of multiplications. So hopefully if you like math, this is a very good deck for you. We build everything on stream, so take a look at it. I will link it in the description below if you want to take a look. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow if you subscribe and follow. Yeah, same thing. If you like this one, and until next time, bye YouTube!